Good morning and welcome to IBC 2017. I'm Joe O'Halloran, Editor-in-Chief of Rapid TV News, and I'm here with Philippe Alcaras, CEO of AirTies. Philippe, good morning. Welcome to our Rapid Videos. What do you think's been happening in the broadcast and TV market over the year? What's been changing?
Well, what's been changing is a revolution we've been waiting for a long time finally happening, which is broadcast meeting, IP meeting content. And the consumers have been fast adopting these new habits of consuming the content. And they are consuming massively wirelessly at home in a growing number of devices. And this is where we come in. We are here actually to facilitate this revolution to become a reality flawlessly for consumers. In fact, consumers want Wi-Fi, which is the main media to enable this, to be enabled in every part of the homes and flow like water. Actually, they consider this as a utility. And this is where a bit of frustration came around the corner.
Now, AirTies has been a company that's been in business for quite a while now. Yeah. I think it's fair to say a bit of an unknown quality in certain markets. So tell me what AirTies and where you stand now.
Well, AirTies has been there for indeed close to 14 years now, with an initial vision that Wi-Fi would need to be strengthened in the home. And our vision took a certain time to actually become a reality, and this is where we are now. Operators are providing extremely fast and faster broadband to the home, hoping that this will actually satisfy customers. But as it so happens, usually, this brings a pretty good performance close to the modem, which is the main point of Wi-Fi, but is bringing disappointing performances around the home. This is where we're coming in. We are providing a multi-access point, these very small devices, where we put several points of the home to enable 100% coverage, where consumers can enjoy Game of Thrones in their bedroom or other places in the home.
Now, we're here at IBC and you introduced the range of devices. They look very small. Have we seen the end of the big STV?
Most probably. It's quite clear that most consumers actually would like to enjoy all of their content and enjoy their digital life without the burden of big boxes. So we are seeing a lot of concentration happening. And this is one of the reasons we're very excited to introduce this year a device, a 4K set-top box that actually integrates in the same box the capability of this extremely fast device, Wi-Fi device. And having such a device, such a 4K enabling set-top box in the home, very small, in front of the TV, not only receiving wireless video, but also retransmitting this video in front to the users watching their content, is actually a must. You get two devices becoming one, very, very small. 70% of the consumers at home, and Google first showed this off, are using another device while watching TV. So the living room became a place very strategic for superior Wi-Fi quality, and so this is what we are doing.
So what's been the biggest takeaway? You worked with operators who are delivering Wi-Fi. And what's been the biggest takeaway with working with these guys and learning?
I would say the operators have started to consider Wi-Fi a little bit more than just a problem to solve with some disgruntled consumers. They have realized that they had an opportunity in bringing the last mile of the broadband, not to the wall, but everywhere inside the home. And by doing so, they realized, and they are realizing massively right now, that it is a competitive edge for them to grab, and also a capability to monetize further their value proposition to the consumer. We have done a research that demonstrates that 75% of the consumer would like the superior in-home Wi-Fi to be fully provided by their operators. And this is for them a revolution to embrace. What we have experienced with operators in 3 different continents is that they were able actually to propose it as an additional reasonably priced subscription with a very high success, but also propose it for free in higher priced bundles with superior speed and able to drag some consumers from lower tier subscription to higher tier subscription. So there's great opportunities for the operators today to meet the demand of the consumers.
And this is enabled by the mesh technology?
This is definitely enabled by the mesh technology, which we complement by a cloud system that we're providing for the operators to monitor the true quality of service in-home, enabling their technical personnel either in the ground or in the call centers to quickly come with the right answer. But the optimum objective is to avoid any calls ultimately by having satisfied customers. Most of our devices are self-installable and they fix themselves all the time. We update them all the time, and in real time we can fix the quality of service.
Now, it's a very competitive market, which has become more competitive with the likes of Google and Aereo coming back in. Yeah. What's this meaning?
Well, my first reaction when I saw, we were preaching, of course, the mesh story for a while. My first reaction when I saw Hero, Google, and so many others coming in this market was actually a great satisfaction, because first of all, it was a confirmation of our vision that Wi-Fi ultimately would have to be fixed by a multi-access point mesh type of solution. Obviously, the size is important. We design our products very small and very efficient, but I remembered my days when I first introduced PVR in retail with TiVo in the UK. That's way back. But it reminded me that innovation often becomes a reality for consumers through the retail that brings the awareness. But ultimately, the operators are catching up, and the same way they did with PVR, that finally became a complete natural offer for the operators. We believe the massive deployment of the mesh technology will be through operators.
But just finally looking at that, can you see this happening in the next 12 months? Will the market be very different if we're here this time next year?
I believe that we are seeing right now an acceleration of the awareness of this phenomenon. And as the competition grows, not only within the technology we are in, but also within operators providing such service, we will see that from the first innovators that were Sky, in particular, and Singapore Telecom, we will see other operators trying to catch up. And this will actually be good for the consumer ultimately, because everyone will be fighting for providing a better service. And this is where we are not only in providing the performance or small form factor or fast installation, we are here to provide consistent performance. One thing that I think one research company highlighted very well is one of the main reasons for consumers to switch operator is the inconsistency in the in-home broadband service. It has to work all the time, like water.
Absolutely.
Again.
Go with the flow.
Exactly.
Philippe, thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe.
And thank you for watching.